A 15-year-old Nigerian girl says Boko Haram broke into her home and shot her father because he was a Christian.
The Islamic terrorists also killed her brother, and now she says she wants the world to hear her story. Here's reporter Mark Martin.
Deborah Peter told the House committee several members of Boko Haram came to their door in late December of 2011 and demanded the father, a pastor, renounce his Christian faith. He said he couldn't, so they shot him.
They shoot my dad in his chest 3 times, so my dad he fall that started moving. So my brother was in shock. He now start yelling at them that, what did my dad do to you? Why do you kill my dad?
But she said they did not stop there.
They shoot my brother twice, and when they shoot my brother, that's when my dad died, and then my brother fall, and he was moving. They shoot in his mouth, then he died.
We care about Deborah, her friends and family. We care about a girl's right to an education. We care about human rights and religious liberty and the future of Africa's largest country.
Deborah is a native of the town where the nearly 300 schoolgirls were kidnapped. To help the rescue effort, the Obama administration will send some 80 military personnel and also an unarmed Predator aircraft to neighboring Chad. The mostly Air Force personnel will fly and monitor reconnaissance aircraft and also provide ground security. In a letter to U.S. lawmakers, President Obama said the U.S. will remain there until its support is no longer needed to bring the girls home. A senior defense official says the mission is not to get Boko Haram, but to get the girls. But while the search continues, Boko Haram remains a threat to capture more girls and kill more Nigerians, including Christians. Mark Martin, CBN News.
Here at home, President Obama is facing heavy criticism for his response to the veterans' health care scandal. John Jessup has that story from Washington. John?
Gordon, that's right. Republicans and some Democrats say the president hasn't taken nearly enough action in the scandal involving veterans' hospitals. 26 VA facilities are now being investigated, up from 10 just last week. Around 40 veterans died at a VA hospital in Phoenix while they waited as long as 2 years to see a doctor, including Purple Heart recipient Ralph Nicastro. His widow blames the VA.
It failed them, and it's still failing thousands of them.
The president promised to get to the bottom of the scandal, but stopped short of firing anyone, including Veterans Affairs Secretary Eric Shinseki. Police in New York City have arrested at least 70 people for making and trading internet child porn. The suspects include Little League coaches, a rabbi, a paramedic, a police officer, a nurse, and a Boy Scout leader.
This operation puts the lie to the classic stereotypical profile that child predators are nothing more than unemployed drifters. Many of the defendants are, in fact, well-educated and successful in their private and professional lives.
The 5-week investigation led to one of the largest ever roundups of individual users of child porn. Agents are still examining the hundreds of devices confiscated, and that could lead to more arrests. Well, if you have an unusual rash or swelling, itching or blistering on your face or your hands, you may be allergic to your cell phone. The London Telegraph reports that a new study finds some of the metals in some mobile phones can cause skin irritations. Children and teenagers could be at higher risk because they're more sensitive to one of those metals. Most of the problems come after using a cell phone for a half hour straight or more than an hour a day. And Gordon, with people using their phones for texting, email, games, and the internet, that's pretty easy to do.
Well, all you have to do is look and find out, and you can do this online. Does your cell phone have nickel or cobalt in it? Those are the metals that are causing this reaction. An easy fix, if you've got that kind of phone, is just get a plastic cover for it, and you won't get the rash.